think I'm afraid of you?
If that's how you live your life, so be it.
You won't get the best of me! I'll kill you if I have to.
Peace! Peace!
Alright. The devil will bring freedom.
There aren't a lot of travelers these days. The war keeps people off the roads.
The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades.
Gold?
It's an old
Silver?
Nord proverb.
Gems, maybe? Only one way to find out.
I think the devil is typically considered that which is not free. So,
Skyrim's a hard
not sure what you mean when you say the devil.
Stay alert.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim.
You hear all this talk about a war?
Peace!
I hope it never comes here.
If you're talking about Satan, then it's like as Alan once said,
Huh?
in the court of heaven, Satan is the district attorney.
There is much to be done.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away. Someday.
God, this lasts so long, dude.
Got any sausages? Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
I read a really cool book
I'll need to bathe thoroughly to get this
by Stephen Batchelor called
story must always be hard.
Living with the Devil, I think it's called. Living with the Devil, a meditation on good and evil.
The way I hear it. Hey now, don't take all the good stuff.
And he talks about,
Dusty Badlands.
you know, very extensive. It's a whole book, obviously. But the basis of it is, of course, that it all happens in your mind. And that the fear-based notions that you have are regarded as the work of the devil, and the love-based notions that you have are not. And he approaches this from I think a Hindu point of view. He talks about Mara a lot. I think that's a Hindu deal. But it basically talks about fear and love as being heaven and hell.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for
for war and politics and treat their women like cattle.
I heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to
Someday
figure
a
out how
gallant
many
hero will
dragons there
ride
are
up
in
and take
Skyrim.
me away. Someday.
In the Christian point of view, both God and the devil want people to be slaves. I don't know where you're getting this. The devil doesn't want people to be slaves thing.
But lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Yorland Grey.
But the trick is that you want to be God's slave. And you want that because there's no other way out of it. It's a trust issue. It's an extremely basic way of looking at it, but there's so many sects and different versions of Christianity and the Judeo-Christian God that you really can't give too much detail. That's an interesting book. Did you read that book, Derpy Pikachu?
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for
I found Stephen Batchelor. Where did I hear his name first? I actually sought the book out after seeing him in some Buddhist magazine, I think. See, I used to study a lot of different types of philosophy. And I would go to the library and find things like, you know, magazines from different religions and so forth, and then they would always recommend their newest New Age books about their religion, and then the Atheist magazine would recommend their books about atheism and so on. And it all offers different points of view, different forms of entertainment. But I think I found Stephen Batchelor in a Buddhist thing.
Ever onward.
And in fact, as I recall, it says in his book that he used to be a Buddhist monk. And then there he is, writing an entire book about the devil. You wish you knew French? I've been very interested in learning another language lately. And the one I always go back to trying to learn is Japanese. And I don't know why. There's something that makes me want to go to Japan fully immersed, which means I would need to speak the language, of course. But there's no external reason for that. It's just the thing that I'm gravitating to. And have been for several years. Well, I had the Rosetta Stone Japanese, and that's fun. You know, it starts you off. It's fun because it starts you off thinking in Japanese, right? You don't have these direct translations there. It's a neat system. But I wanted something even. It says that's the fastest way to learn a language. But I sort of wanted something even better because it seems like you could do it faster if you knew specifically what sort of things you needed to focus on first. You know, I don't necessarily need to say some of the things right away when I get there that Rosetta Stone wanted to start me off with. So, I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. It seems obvious to me that if you learned the things that you'll need to utilize right away, that the rest is going to be easier to deal with on a natural basis.
I heard those mages up in Winter.
Land is beautiful, but I can't stand
Rats
it.
there are in Skyrim.
Don't even want to think about what those cretins did to them before they died.
Ever onward.
We should be inside loading up on treasure. What I was expecting. This isn't it.
Goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Well, here's what's funny is classes like that, they won't do you any good unless you're still speaking it every day. I mean, I took Spanish up to an advanced level, and I would still have to go in prime quite a bit before I could speak Spanish to anyone right now. I just can't do it. And I know it, you know, it's there in my brain somewhere, but no. You use it or you lose it.
You won't get away.
You learn a language by learning the food names. Do you find that there are direct comparisons that you're making as far as a self-translation, or what makes you learn it better that way?